Hey everyone, Ruben here, Kindred Dog PDX. This here is the question of the day. This is number 16, so here we go. Hello, we have a rescue dog, and from what I can tell, I think he had a bad experience with children and or water. He is a good dog, but when he feels threatened, baths, nail trimming, vet exam, he will recoil and sometimes bite. He is a snuggler for sure, but when it is not initiated by him, he doesn't like to be picked up, manhandled, etc. There was an incident at Thanksgiving where he bit my mom pretty solidly on the hand because she was trying to put a Christmas sweater on him. She admits it was a stupid thing to do, but all the same, I feel like he shouldn't bite people, full stop. I would like to be able to groom him without worrying about getting bit, and I would like him to be more obedient when listening to basic commands. Alright, so this is a good question. I think there's a lot of stuff in here to cover. So, we're just going to go through the beginning and kind of work through this question, okay? So, you have a rescue dog, and for what you can tell, you think he had a bad experience with children and or water. He has a good dog, but feels threatened with baths, nail trimming, vet exam. So, if he sometimes bites, that would be something that we would muzzle condition the dog for. So I think one of the first things to do would be to muzzle condition the dog so that he can't bite when you are working through these other things, like the baths and the nail trimmings and such. So he's got a muzzle on. And then, maybe, okay, you can pick him up and put him in the bath. And he might not like the bath at first, but sometimes we have to do those things. He needs a bath. He needs nail trimmings. You can do counter conditioning work in those things, but that also requires prior training, right? So, of course, you would want to revisit the basics. Get your dog good on leash pressure. Teach your dog the marker system so they know what they're doing good, what they're doing not good. All those things play a factor in helping to recondition how the dog feels about these things, okay? So, muzzle conditioning and then getting a handle on some of just the basics, leash pressure, things like that, okay? He is a snuggler for sure, but when it's not an issue by him, he doesn't like to be picked up and manhandled, etc. So if you have a dog who's willing to put his mouth on you, the owner, when he feels threatened, we can't be snuggling with the dog, okay? We need to buckle down, get some structure in place. No free roaming. High amounts of structure. Like there is a relationship imbalance going on if he feels he can put his mouth on you, okay? So no more snuggling, no more couch time, no more bedtime. He should be on place. If he doesn't know what place means, that means we got to teach him what that stuff means, okay? Picked up, doesn't like to be picked up, manhandled. I think those things are relationship based for sure. And yeah, even with a really good training, you might not have a dog who wants to be picked up, which is okay. Dogs are dogs. They can walk 4 legs on the floor, okay? Let's see. He bit your mom when she was trying to put a Christmas sweater on him. So, yes, we shouldn't probably have mom be putting Christmas sweaters on our dog, because that's humanizing the dog, and we just shouldn't really be doing that. Yes, some dogs are okay with it and whatnot, but do we really need to do that? No. The other thing is like, why was he in a position to be able to do that? So again, going back, he should be on place command. He shouldn't have the ability to free roam. Maybe if he was here on place, mom wouldn't have had the idea that it would be cute to try to put a sweater on him. But maybe if he's running around the house, free roaming, just pacing around and coming and going as he pleases, maybe she sees him, hey, I think this would be a good idea. Let's put a sweater on him. Dogs bite because they can, and freedom of roaming and all of that stuff puts him in a position to where that can happen. So if we put him on place, automatically we're setting him up for success. and we're also setting the people up in our house to be safe. Okay. And at the end, he also needs to be corrected for any type of hard staring, but that's on place, right? We can't correct our dog if we're not giving him something else to do. Okay, so we need to really be mindful of that, right? If he's on place, there's no hard staring, no stink eyes, no things like that. And we also need to advocate for him. If he is, again, he shouldn't be free roaming, but if you were walking him downstairs off of the leash, he should ignore those things and just walk with you to his place board or something like that. Okay. You would like to be able to groom him without worrying about getting bit, and I would like him to be more obedient when listening to basic commands. So, again, this goes back to teaching the dog what leash pressure means, teaching them the good, the marker system, teaching them the basics, place, sit, down, recall, all to a very high level. And then off-leash remote collar training, so you can hold him accountable when he's off-leash. All of those things are going to contribute to how the dog feels about you overall, and its environment, and the people that are around it. Advocating for our dog goes a long way. If he doesn't like to be pressured by humans, we shouldn't be allowing him to free roam, because he's putting himself into that kind of position, and the humans in our house might not understand that, we're supposed to be hands off this dog who is roaming around and right underneath my legs. They might be more inclined to, hey, there's a dog here, let me try to say hi to them, and then he bites them. So we can eliminate that by giving our dog something else to do. Go to place, hang out there. No one's going to bother you there. I'm going to watch out for you. I'm also going to watch out for my humans though too. If they get up, I'm going to hold you accountable to this spot. Okay? You do this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? This is also going to directly help with creating a more obedient dog, because everything that they want is coming through you. Okay? They want to go outside, they got to ask you for permission first. They want to go for a walk, they got to ask you for permission first. Everything that they do should come through you until they understand what the rules are. You say you have a rescue dog. So it has been my experience working with hundreds of dogs that rescues are typically out of control. That's why they ended up in the shelter in the first place. They were a puppy, maybe 1 or 2 years old. They went to the shelter because they became unmanageable. Their cute puppy behaviors started to become a problem, and so now they're someone else's problem. And then we bring that dog in. We don't share any kind of rules, boundaries, limitations with them. We just give them everything that they want. And then we start to see these types of things. Okay? Structure, rules, boundaries, discipline, all of that stuff goes a long way in telling your dog what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. Okay? And it helps build their trust in you as their leader, as their caretaker, as their guider through this human world that we have put them in. Okay? So, I would suggest going back to some of our videos on our YouTube page, Facebook, Instagram, and diving into some of these other concepts so that you can teach your dog the basics, but also keep them safe moving on in the future. Okay? So, any questions about this, feel free to hit us up in the comments, and we can dive into this a little bit more. Okay, so as always, hope you all have a great rest of the day, and be sure to like us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, so you can get updates on everything that we're doing. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.